Mr. Johnson, how are you today?
All right, how you doing?
I'm very good. How was your drive?
It was okay. Pretty long, but same old same.
Okay. Let's start off by seeing if you have any questions about the consent form that you signed.
No, not right now.
Okay. And during the interview, I'm going to be jotting down a few things just to help you along throughout the process and to help me focus on your concerns and everything, okay? Do you have any problems with that?
No.
Okay. So tell me what you came in for today.
I just moved here a couple of months ago, and I just really just need someone to talk to. Been a little lonely at the crib.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit lonely. I get lonely sometimes at home, and find myself just doing nothing. Not too many friends. I think I'm a very sociable person, but I just haven't been out there and been a little lonely, depressed, stressed, anything you can name.
Okay. So why did you come to counseling? Why did you move to this city?
Well, I moved to this city because really do the basketball. Like, I'm a basketball player, so I moved here to better my career. Like, I'm from a small city, and not too many play ball or work out, and no one's grinding, quote unquote, like grinding like they do here in Houston. In Houston, it's a variety of basketball players. A lot of motivation comes from this city, I feel, and like that's what I've been getting, like when I go to the gym sometimes. And a lot of motivation.
Okay. Any other reasons?
It's a bigger city. A lot more pretty girls. My city doesn't have not the slightest girl is attractive from what I've seen. And I'm a single man and just want to have fun. Being single in England, but I haven't been able to do that.
Okay. So you were looking for a big city. Why?
Been living in a small city ever since I was born. I went to college in a small city. I do play overseas, but at the same time, like majority of the cities, they end up small themselves. But I always felt like I was a big city person.
What does that mean?
Like living outside the box. Like when you're from a small city, you end up meeting a lot of people that stay within a box. But like if you start moving out, you're going to like the bigger cities. You start seeing people like expand themselves. Like they don't live out inside this box, and that's what I see when I go from a small city to a big city. Some people live outside the box. Majority of people that I meet, and they're willing to do different things instead of just staying the same. And I think I've been that type of person ever since I was younger. I always felt I was a big city guy.
So what is outside the box to you? What does that look like?
Thinking outside the box, like in Tyler, like everyone's stuck in their ways. Mm-hmm. Like say you go to the gym and you just hear people talking. Like it's simple things. I can't think of like an example right now for you, but it's just little small things. Just thinking outside the box. That's how I just put it. Like they stay small. I think I just dream bigger. Okay. And it's real obvious from what I've done. I'm probably the only basketball player out of my city that went pro. It's about 3 or 4 of us, and that just comes from just dreaming big.
Okay. So, during you telling your story, I heard a couple of things. That you were lonely and you were depressed and stressed. Which one would you like to focus on for today?
Mainly stress part, I guess.
Okay, and why do you feel like you're stressed?
Man, as I was telling you, basketball hasn't been going the way I wanted to. I've been talking to agents, numerous agents, and they're not telling me what I want to hear. I'm ready to get overseas and start playing basketball, the game I've been playing all my life, and it's not coming through like I want it to.
Okay. And how do you want it to?
I mean, I want the agent to call and tell me I got a job. That, like, basically, like, I mean, if the money's good and like it's a good situation, I'm ready to leave. Like right now, around this time, I'm usually gone, but I'm not gone yet.
So I'm hearing you saying that you are a little nervous, that you're not going yet, because normally around this time of year you have a job that's overseas.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else that's stressing you out?
That right there leads to numerous things. I mean, not numerous, but a couple of things. Sometimes money problems, like at least some money problems sometimes, and me just sitting back, going out, doing different things, drinking sometimes, like at least there's certain things that I don't like, but I get bored. Sometimes I end up going out, and most of the time it's by myself.
Okay. So you drink and you go out by yourself because you're bored and you don't have a job?
Basically, sometimes. And like sometimes it's cool with me. Like I like being by myself sometimes. I don't know if that's normal or not, but I just like being by myself, to myself. I don't know if that comes from anything, but just like being by myself.
At any point, do you feel like you don't want to be by yourself?
Sometimes, you know, like it's sometimes that I do feel like dang, I wish somebody was here, or like I had a friend like to go to their house, go hang out with them. But I mean, I'm new here, and it's so fast paced right now that like I'm not gonna like, hey, can you be my friend? I'm not that type of guy, so.
Okay. And what type of guy is that?
What, the happy-go guy? Like, I'm not the happy-go guy to be all in everyone's face like, can you be my friend? That's what I'm saying.
So you not having a job presents money issues for you. Also, you don't have a job, so you're bored, and you end up doing other things to pass the time. Yeah. And it's most of the time spending money when you do things that just pass your time.
Yeah. Basically.
Okay, so what type of money issues are you having?
Right now, my money issues? I mean, sometimes it's hard to pay bills, you know, like, I really don't like calling and asking my family for anything because they're back home, and you know it's small town, so they want me to come back home to my small city, and I'm like, no way. But it puts me up against the wall sometimes, and I have to do certain things to get money.
Like what?
Don't know. I don't know if I want to tell you, but. No, I ended up getting another job. A job.
Okay.
And it's a job that I really don't like, but it's okay, you know. And I really didn't want to do that, but I had to.
Okay. You talked about your parents. That the fact that you didn't like calling them and asking them for things. Why do you feel that is?
Because I'm a grown man, I feel like I shouldn't have to ask anyone for any money, especially my parents. If they already done their job, getting me out the house, and getting me to college. I feel I don't need to ask them for money, and I would feel like a kid again.
How does that feel?
Feel like a kid? Feels horrible to ask someone for some money, especially the people that, I mean, it should be easy to go to them, but at the same time, like, I feel I'm independent enough to not go to them, and it feels, I don't know, weird.
Weird?
Weird to do something like that. go to them and ask for money. No, it's not me.
Okay. So you feel like you are independent enough to pay your own bills, to bring in your own money, and you feel like your parents have already done their job in raising you, and you don't want to result back to that because it will make you feel like a kid. Did I get that correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
You got that right.
Okay. So what is it about being a kid that is a negative thing?
About being a kid?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't want to. It speaks for itself. Being a kid, like I'm 27 years old, and like you tell kids what to do. You feel like something is held over you once someone gives you something, and I don't like feeling like that. So once like my parents give me something, they feel entitled. They can tell me certain things, and I don't like that.
Okay. So telling you certain things.
Yeah. Like, if they give me money, they probably could feel like something like say, like, hey, come home. Like, come home and do this and do that. I'm like right now I can just say no, basically, if I really wanted to. Mm-hmm. If I really wanted, I'd just say no because they have no money, nothing like that. But say they give me some money. Not saying my parents are like that, because it's nothing but love, but I just don't like have anything over me. Not even just my parents. I don't like asking friends back home for nothing like that. I don't like asking friends for nothing. Mom and dad for nothing. Aunts, uncles, grandma, grandpa. It's just I don't like the feeling of getting money from anyone.
Okay. So you also talked about the job that you did have. Since asking your parents is not an option for your financial situation, you did get a job, and you expressed that you didn't like that job. What is it about it that you don't like?
The money.
The money?
Yeah. The money's not good. I don't like the money. I mean, I like the people, the clients. I'm a personal trainer, but I like the clients, but the money's not good. And some of the people I work with, I mean, I just started there, and they really didn't take to me well because I'm not there during the day. And they have a unit there during the day. Like, you can tell, like, they're cohesive. Like, they're more together during the day. And I'm a morning guy. And I come, like, at 5:30 and 6:30. So, like, I'm isolated away from that group. And those are the people that give you the clients. Those are the guys that give you the clients, the membership people that give you the clients. And they're there during the day, and I'm not there. So it really hurts my money. If that makes sense.
It does.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so you also expressed that it's hard managing your bills, and that's also an issue with your financial situation. And that is also a reason why you're stressed. You said that you are stressed because you play basketball, but you don't have a job yet, and your money situation is another stress factor. So, what are you doing right now to help making it easier to pay bills?
I try to go in the afternoon, like the job that I have. I try to go in there in the afternoons more, talk to the membership guys that feed me, that feed all the personal trainers, the clients. I try talking to them, try to be buddy, a little fake here and there, you know. But I mean, that's all I can do right now.
Okay.
I really don't want to get a job, a 9 to 5, because I never know when a call could come. So that's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm getting most of my money from.
Why do you feel like you need to be fake?
Fake? What, towards the membership guy?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's a job, and it's a lot of fakeness around there. So I feel like I'm not fake all the time. In certain situations, I'm fake. Like, say I go there and it's one of the guys that probably don't like me. So I'm there. Make sure I talk to him. Make sure I talk to him. I mean, that's not being fake, but I make sure I talk to him, and he gives me a boring conversation. But I keep on talking to him. Like normally, that's not how I roll. But because if you don't talk to me, I'm not talking to you. But I know I need the money, so I need to talk to him. So it feels fake at the moment. That's why I say fake.
So he affects how much money you get?
Yeah, they really affect how much money we get.
So you feel like you need to stay courteous enough and
stay courteous
talk to him in order for the checks to keep rolling in.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, and what type of things are you doing to eliminate your stress, which is coming from your basketball and your money?
What I'm doing to cope with stress, with my stress, really playing basketball. I go work out every day, and that takes me away from everything. Playing ball daily.
Okay. Anything else?
As I said, I go out sometimes. By myself, probably go watch movies here and there, but that's how I relieve my stress. Watch movies, watch shows.
Okay. And do you think that your stress is causing you to spend more money?
No, I'm real cautious about my money right now a little bit.
So
I'm getting to a point where I'm cautious about my money. Like, I still got a little money from like a couple of years ago. I mean, from last year, but not much. But yeah,
So when you go out and drink and go to the movies and things like that, you don't feel like that's, I guess, taking more money out of your pocket?
Yes, it does. But most of the time, I watch the movies here. I watch the movies and shows, but at my house, and I try to get away from going to the theaters as much as possible.
Okay, but what about going out and drinking?
That probably helps me a little bit with stress. Yes.
It helps you with stress?
No, it helps me like not stress.
Okay, but does it make your money problems harder?
No, not really. I'm not a big drinker. I mean, if I do, I probably get about 2 to 3 drinks. If that, it's not like I'm just going out there to get like super drunk or something like that. But I go to drink a little bit and really just look, have fun. That's my fun.
So let's do this. Let's add up an average night. About how many times in a month do you go out?
Like to the club?
Or whatever you consider out.
So this last month you saying, probably this month, I'd say about 2 times a week.
2 times a week?
So it's about 8 times a month.
So 8 times a month. And how much does it cost for you to get inside of these clubs where you go out?
It depends. Sometimes I get in free. Sometimes I'm paying like up to $20.
Okay, let's just say it's $20 per time.
Okay.
And does it cost you to park or anything?
No, I stay away from the $20 parking. Make sure
Anything? Does it cost you anything to park?
to park? It has, like I told the last time, so that cost me.
And how much was that?
That was like $227 to be exact.
Okay. And that was just one time?
Yeah, that was just one time.
Okay. And so you said it doesn't really cost you any?
I mean, that cost me, but like I try to park in a free parking spot to tell you the truth.
So no money for parking. And you say you buy about 2 to 3 drinks. How much is every drink?
Probably about $10.
$10.
Depending on where you are. Yeah, average about 10.
30. Okay. Do you buy anything else, like after you go out, or?
Yeah, I have to go get something to eat.
You have to go get something to eat.
I have to get some else after the club, yeah.
After you go out, you have to get something to eat every time?
Majority of the time, yes.
Okay. So how much does that cost you? After the...
I'm not spending more than $10
$10
on a meal after the club.
Okay. So every time, $20 to get in for entry, $30 for drinks,
Mm-hmm.
and $10 for food after the club.
Mm-hmm.
That's $60 for that one night times 8. How much is 8 times 60?
About 480.
Okay. And then this past month you got towed, so that cost you an extra $227. So in total, that cost you about $707 just for the month.
Tell you that tow. It was a tow. That tow killed me.
Without the tow, it cost you $480 just by going out.
But that helps me with my stress a little bit, I believe.
Do you have any alternatives for your stress that don't cost you money that adds more stress? Because you did say that your money
Is a problem.
And it adds stress to you. And the reason why is because you're having problems paying your bills. So if you spend $480 a month on just going out, without the tow, that's still some money that you could have spent on your bills.
I could have said on that, yeah. But I mean, at the same time, why do we have money? I think why do we have money at the end of the day? To not be stressed. I feel I don't think I need to be stressed in life. I don't need to be at home and just all day, every day looking at the four walls. I've done it before.
I understand that, but is there a way that you can cut back on the expenses so that you won't be having so much issues with paying your bills?
If I start cooking more, maybe that'll help. I think if I start cooking.
So that'll take care of the food. That's still
but the thing about
$400 a month.
It'll still be $400.
That's taking away the $10 per night times 8, which is $80. It came out to $480. So if you take the $80 away, it's still.
I don't have to drink. I'm not a big drinker, as I said, so probably take away a couple of drinks. I probably drink before I go out, something like that.
Okay. And I imagine that those drinks are a little cheaper.
What's that?
Before the club,
yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Sometimes I just be in the club and I just want to
So that'll take away $30 per night. So all you're looking at now is 20 times 8, which is
about $160. Yeah.
You've cut that in half just by eliminating the food.
Yeah, but I wasn't thinking about how much I was paying. Overall, I wasn't thinking I was paying that much. But that tow was a beast. Nothing like that.
Okay. So even if you did have a tow,
it still would have been
$400.
Pretty up there. Yeah. Okay, that's something to think about.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up with some goals to eliminate your stress first. And then in other sessions we'll talk about the loneliness and the depression. Okay?
So you think it's more stress than anything, or do you think it's just more stress?
That's just what we've chosen to focus on.
Okay.
Right now.
Yeah.
So, for your stress, what would you like to happen?
Well, like to happen, as far as stop stressing. For me to get a job overseas, to get a job.
Okay.
That would help me a lot. To tell you the truth, I heard I had a job a couple of weeks ago, and then I'm going through, the stress level went up. It's up and down. It's crazy.
Okay. And it went up because the job didn't go through.
Yeah, the job didn't go through.
And so when your stress level goes up, what does that look like for you? What happens?
Start not caring, made me think about not playing basketball anymore. I mean, I get real down, super down.
And is that where your depression comes from?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I think about it, yeah. Probably when I start getting depressed and like start feeling like basketball might not be for me right now. Like, you know, I need to get another job. And then hear my mom like talking to her, she says I need to get a job. And then everything just coming like side to side. Then I have a little brother. He looks up to me. Mm-hmm. And like for me to just to quit, it would be saying for him to quit like when he's done with college. So it wouldn't make sense. And like he's in his senior year. And I'm thinking like, why would I quit basketball? And you know, he's going to be trying to do the same thing I'm doing next year.
Okay. Well, let me start by saying that it takes a lot of strength to come to counseling when you realize you have an issue. Okay, mm-hmm. So applaud yourself for that. And I see that you take pride in family, whether it's your little brother that's looking up to you or your mother that's proud of you but is worried about your financial situation. Mm-hmm. I see that you are caring enough to know that your brother is looking up to you and you want to be a good role model for him. But I also see that by you going through this, you'll be able to help him and guide him more when he ends up going through some of the same things you're going through. Mm-hmm. Okay. So the goal that we have set for you to reduce your stress level is see everything that you can do in order to get a job, basketball related. Also, how would you feel about focusing on not spending so much money frivolously by going out, and hopefully that'll improve your financial situation. It won't fix everything, but that can be a start. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I could do that.
You think you can reach that?
I think it should be easy.
Okay. And then we can revisit some of the things that are alternatives to going out. How do you feel about finding something that may be cheap or free instead of going out and drinking and things like that?
I'm sure I can cut down on it. Like what you said, so I'm doing, I said about 8 times a month. Well, I can probably do about 4 times a month, something like that. And I can find some things I can find some things free.
Do you have any in mind?
What, like clubs? Or are you talking about just like, everything costs here. Big city, man, this stuff costs.
Everything costs? I believe I've seen some things. I have some things that I'm able to look up for you. How about I go through my resources and come up with some free things for you, and then we'll see which ones you would like to do in the next session. Okay?
Okay.
Also, we set a goal to cut down the cost of you spending money and adding more stress. Mm-hmm. We do have to make an agreement. In order for counseling to work, you will have to put forth every effort to change these habits, and so that we can have I guess, come to light at the end of counseling. Okay.
Okay.
So
I don't have to sign nothing, though.
No, you don't have to sign anything. This is a verbal commitment between your therapist, which is I, and you. Mm-hmm. Okay. So by the end of therapy, I would want to cover or decrease your stress, eliminate your depression, and hopefully get to somewhere where you're not feeling lonely as much. And so, how about you go home and put a plan together of when you're going to go out and cut down on some of that cost, and then we'll revisit some of those free things for next session, and also we'll revisit some alternatives for your stress levels, and then we'll see where that takes us in regards to the loneliness and the depression, okay?
Sounds good.
Okay. Well, I will see you next time. Step out, and they'll set you up for an appointment for next time, okay?
Okay, thanks a lot.
Nice meeting you.
All right, nice to meet you too.
Okay.